Hi, Shasta Rivers here. One of the things that we get quite often as a sex and relationship coach is people questioning a no sex or a low sex relationship. And often a person's dealing with shame and disappointment and guilt, many different emotions. But really, what they're looking for is the why. Why do I have this situation? Why isn't the thoughts that I had when I started this relationship, or even the fairy tale that I was sold in my youth, why isn't that happening? And in that search, we often look to the other person. What are they not doing to fulfill our needs? And I would turn that question around and ask, are you being offered the sex that you desire? Think about that. When was the last time you took an inventory of what you were looking for? And do you want what you're getting? Do you want what you have already? You know, I think about what's some of the ickiest stuff you could be offered, and I came up with cold mashed potatoes. If you've ever stored mashed potatoes in the refrigerator and you take out that container and you open it up and there's little water droplets on the top of the lid and they're just cold and hard. And there are times when sex that you have with a steady partner is like that. They're just cold mashed potatoes. And you really are like, I don't know if I want that or not. And when you think about it, what would you rather have? Some people would rather have a margarita. Some people would rather have a beautiful steak or a lovely lobster dinner. But that isn't what they're being offered. They're being offered cold mashed potatoes. And no one knows exactly what you want. And that's hard for people to get. If this person is my soulmate, if this person truly knows me, they would know what I want. But that isn't the case. Many times they don't even know what they want for themselves, much less know what you want. They're following the latest Cosmo article or what they heard at the gym, in the locker room, or what they learned growing up in high school. Very few people have taken the time to learn the techniques, but really it's more about the relationship, that connection, and being able to talk. And being able to talk about these kind of things can be scary. Why do I want to open up and share what I want? What if they laugh? What if they say no? And I would just encourage you to take a moment and think about what the environment would have to be for you to be willing to open up. I would suggest it's not in the bedroom. You don't want it to be construed that it's going to lead right to intimacy. But think about, does it need to be in a coffee shop? Does it need to be at a picnic table in the park? One of the deepest conversations I ever had that cracked me to my core was on a picnic table in the side yard. Something that'll put you at ease in a way that you feel comfortable. So I would encourage you to have the conversations, tell what you would like, tell your partner, tell your lover what you would like to feel. And that may take some time to come up with before you have that conversation. And I would encourage you to encourage them to share with you what they want. And then during sex, to be able to say, touch me here, touch me there, this feels really good. Being able to say, I like it when you do X. I would like it a little harder. I would like it a little softer. It's one of the hardest things for a partner to know is that when you tell them to keep up with something, that doesn't mean to change it. It means to keep it up. And that can be a difficult thing for people to handle because they want to do better. They don't want to do what they're doing. They want to do it even better. But many times we need to have what's being done just longer. In one of the books that I read, it told a little story about a couple that had been married 40 years. And they were sitting down with a therapist at the time, and they were discussing their situation of cold mashed potatoes. And when they talked about what they would like to experience, and the wife listed off her things, one of the things that she said first off was to have her toes sucked. And her husband was just aghast and said, we've been married 40 years. Why didn't you ever tell me that you wanted your toes sucked during sex? And she said, I was afraid. I thought you might laugh, but I feel stronger in this environment where there's somebody here monitoring what we say. And I feel supported. So that might be your case where you would like to work with a coach that can just be with the two of you in the room on Zoom or together in the room and just feel that support, that you'll be able to share what you want to share and you're not going to be shamed or laughed at. So I look forward to talking to you about something like that. So I'd encourage you to move past the cold mashed potatoes, find what you really want, and enjoy yourself. Thanks so much, and let's continue to journey together.